Hello everybody, CalviNNatioN here with another review for you guys today. Today I'll be reviewing the Bradley Kimura 3, this one right here. This is my third balisong to my collection. Third and great balisong to add to my collection. This is from pvk.com. I'll post a link in the description below. Great website, and I recommend them. Anyway, like I said, this is my third balisong. Got it 2 weeks ago. And in that 2 weeks, I've been getting a view on just how it flips and just feeling how it feels in the hand, as well as how it feels with the weight, as well as how it compares to the other two balisongs that I own, the 51 and the 42. Three great balisongs and another one to add to my collection. It's great, so stick around. Let me know what you think, guys. Alright, so right off the bat, you can tell there is a difference in the three, not only in the way they look, but in the length. You can see that the Kimura is quite a bit shorter, and it is also, like I said, quite a bit heavier. This thing weighs about 5.4 ounces, I believe, and compared to the 51, I think that's 2 ounces heavier and a whole ounce heavier than the 42. So it's shorter and heavier at the same time. So, one thing I'd like to point out with the weight is don't get discouraged by the weight. I recommend this butterfly knife to a lot of beginners, and yes, it's a great beginner knife, not only because of the quality of it and the price, but it's heavy. And again, I just want to make sure that you beginners, when you're flipping it, don't get discouraged by the weight. It's easy to put down and never flip again because it's too heavy, but just trust me, just keep flipping it, and the techniques will come. Next thing I'd like to point out is the latch system. You can see that the 42 obviously has the spring latch. If you've probably seen my other reviews, or if you're familiar with the Benchmades, they all have the spring latch. The Kimura 3 does not have a spring latch. It is a regular free-flowing, that's hard to say, latch. It does not come out with the squeeze of the hand. You have to squeeze it and push it up in open and closed position, and it does move around freely. The 51 kind of does that too, but it is not, the 51's a higher quality knife, so you're not getting the same kind of problems you're going to find with the Kimura 3, although the Kimura 3 is very good nonetheless. The Kimura 3, as you can see here, will come in contact, or the latch will come in contact with the safe handle, but that's only if you're doing the technique wrong, and even then it won't happen too much, or if you're doing it slow. So not a huge problem there. It has not damaged my safe handle whatsoever, so that's good. And also it will not contact the blade. If you're wondering, it just won't get there. So there's the latches. Another thing I'd like to quickly talk about is the sharpness of the blade. If you're familiar with Benchmades, they're not super sharp, and I've actually heard from a lot of people that Benchmades don't come out of the factory very sharp, and I never agreed with that until now. I always thought Benchmades were super sharp, since they were kind of my first, balisongs as well as actual knives. So I thought they were extremely sharp. Now, when I got my Kimura 3, I was, I was shown different. The Kimura 3 is absolutely sharp. 2 times sharper than these Benchmades, and in my opinion, it's worse because there's more weight coming around around this thing when it comes around those bends, those helixes, and all that. Sorry about that. When that weight flips around your fingers and all that, and if you're holding the wrong handle, like the bite handle, or if you're doing a technique wrong, that weight that carries with the handles, as well as the whole knife, the weight that carries around is immense. And with the combined weight and with the sharpness of this thing, it's gonna dig into you good. It's gonna cut you deep, and I've been cut probably, I don't know, 10 times already by this thing, and they were all pretty nasty cuts. And the good thing about having it super sharp is you can always dull it down. It's not as hard as sharpening. You can just dull it. If that's how you want to do it, that's good. I'm going to try to slave through this and keep it as sharp as it is now.